right, have and have not fans, we're going to get started here in just a couple of minutes. And just so you know, this will indeed be the last live stream before the episode itself airs. If there's anybody out there, just let me know you can hear me and see me in the live chat. Just typing in hi. Because on my end, I do see the chat is up and running. And you should see a picture of Veronica as well as the other cast members on the screen. So again, if there's anybody out there, just text me a message real quick. Okay, it's 3:36 here in Virginia, so I'm guessing a lot of people are still at work right now. Anybody out there? Well, you know, just to break the ice until somebody joins in. It has been a pretty busy day. I'm running on 4 hours of sleep. I went to bed around midnight after working on some last minute videos. Woke up at 5:30 today out of pure excitement. Then decided just to spend the day cleaning and, you know, just getting my mind off the show before it came on tonight. So the Facebook page for the Haves and the Have-Nots has dropped 2 video clips from the episode today. 2 clips already. So this live stream is pretty much just going over everything we know so far, what we're expecting tonight. So if there's anybody out there watching, please let me know in the chat. Because I'm still seeing 0 people here. Anybody out there? All right, I see 2 people watching. Okay, so if you can hear me and you can see the screen, just let me know. Just say hi, how's it going? And also, are you excited for the Haves and the Have-Nots coming on in less than 6 hours? Okay, Tammy, I see your message there. I was supposed to have somebody joining me. Oh, there we go. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hey, Chandler, how's it going?
Good. How are you? I wanted to call in. I cannot handle myself right now. I cannot. I'm just so excited. I'm ready. I'm hyped. I'm pumped. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Yes, I've had at least a dozen people on various Twitter, Facebook group, YouTube. Bro, do videos, do a live stream. I'm like, first of all, let me tell you what I'm running on right now. So I went to bed at like 12:30 because after all the videos I posted over the past few days, I just wanted to fine tune everything, make sure I'm good to go for the day. I wake up at 5:30 on instinct, so I'm running off like 4 or 5 hours of sleep. I get up, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to decide to do a lot of chores today, get my mind off the haves and the have-nots, because I know full well when the episode drops, that's all we're going to talk about. So, after, vacuuming, throwing out the trash and whatnot, it's about maybe 10 a.m. I shave. I'm like, you know what? Let me take a quick nap, wake up, then I'll be good to go. Right before I laid down, I checked Facebook. Guess what I saw? A darn clip of the episode on the Have and Have Not Facebook page.
Which clip did you see first?
The first one they put up was the Benny and Candace scene, about 30 seconds long, when Benny goes over to the hotel room with Candace to talk, and it starts off by saying, "You started all of this," and I'm going to finish it, and I'm like, oh my God. But the video I did right after I saw that clip, it's been confirmed that she did cremate her son. I was like, ah! Man.
And we said, we still haven't gotten any word about Veronica.
No.
I don't know if she survived or not, but.
Nope. Hey, I'll get to Veronica in a minute, but let's just talk. You saw both clips, right? You had the Benny and Candace, and then you had the Catherine and Hannah one.
Catherine and Hannah one, yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, let's finish up the Benny one first, because in the video I posted, Quincy Jr. Cremation confirmed. I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm not a crier. No pun intended. It's like I'm just not really that much of an emotional person. But when I saw that clip, I even said in the video, I had a mixed bag of emotions. It was, number one, pure excitement for the episode tonight. I'm like, oh my God, we get a clip. You know, for a minute, since it's been a while, I forgot that the Facebook page typically drops about 2 to 3 clips of an episode before it comes on. And the second part of me felt like literally nervousness and literal emotion, because Benny and Candace like going at it like that, it's just hard to watch, because you look at from season 1 to where they are now, Benny was like the only person to believe in Candace, but now she's just so strung up in her own anger and revenge, she's just shutting everybody out.
Even the people that love her the most.
Exactly. And the part that got me, well, when you come back, your family's going to be here waiting for you. I cremated my family. No, my family was cremated. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. And
wow.
And like I said in the video, we don't know what Candace has plans, but based off the dialogue, again, it was only 30 seconds. It seems to me like Benny confronts Candace more so in like, look, I want to check in with you. You're my sister. You lost your son. I lost my nephew. Ma lost her grandchild. I know you don't want to be alone. I'm guessing that Candace is telling him like her plans for revenge against everybody. And Benny's saying like, you started all this. That has me thinking that Candace talks about her revenge plot. And then Benny retorts with, look, you started this and I'm going to finish it. And when he goes on to say, your family's going to be here waiting for you, to me, that's him and Hannah. So I'm guessing when Candace is probably listing off all the people on her revenge list, is not including Hannah, because I could see Benny being really frustrated at that.
Yeah, Benny probably would not appreciate that.
Oh, exactly. I'm pretty sure he would be a lot more flustered than he was in that little clip we got. Oh, okay, so we got that part there. I mean, again, it looks like there's going to be a revenge plot, and who knows where she's going, but we can just chalk that up as, okay, she's going to get revenge on people. Benny doesn't like that, because Benny knows full well everything that Candace has done, because she told him, and now she's going to do the same darn thing again. Okay, so that's the first clip. Now let's move over to Catherine and Hannah, and I'll let you talk about that one first, then I'll join in. So go ahead. What'd you think of that clip?
The only, I really don't have much to say, but the only thing that I can say is I love the chemistry between Catherine and Hannah. Catherine is what you would call a true friend to Hannah.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Oh, definitely. It's just amazing, because you remember how Hannah was the one to reach out to Catherine first back in season 1 when she was going through the breast cancer and everything and her family falling apart. And then it's just amazing to see how the tables have turned, so to speak, where Catherine's pretty much the only one there for Hannah.
Yeah, and she's just, and you know, even Benny said that woman has done above and beyond what she's supposed to do.
Yep.
What she could do for you. She's just gone above and beyond.
Mm-hmm. And of course, we got to talk about it. I believe the name was Broderick. He's like, who's Broderick? Got you smiling like that. And I'm just like, all snap. And then the part that got me, Hannah was like, you seriously cutting off his card? Yep. You're serious about this divorce? Oh, yeah. I'm just like, Jim Cryer. Lord have mercy. Jim Cryer.
Pretty serious.
I know. Man, oh, man. Let's see what we got here. Oh, my gosh. All right. So I'm getting some... I'm getting some messages on my YouTube videos and getting notifications about that. All right, so we got Jim being cut off. Catherine serious about the divorce. And I think she said something about, I'll call you when I'm close. So it looks like she's going down to, I couldn't make out if she was going to, like, you know, the hotel or the bank, because she said, like, you know, I want to see him run down the steps and then, you know, beg. So obviously she's going to...
She was going to the bank, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I was literally about to say that, because I'm guessing that, you know, Jim would be in an area like that to get some money, given the fact that the house is gone. He's probably staying in that hotel for the time being. So he's probably going to, you know, check things out. For all we know, Broderick might call Jim and he'll come down there too. I don't know. I know it's going to be funny as heck, because it looks like this episode, again, is going to start off with drama, being that we're going to pick up at the car crash. Then we're going to have that, you know, emotional.
Hilarious.
Yep. Then we're going to have that emotional Benny and Candace scene, and then of course we're going to pick things up with some humor. And oh man, also it was confirmed by Oscar himself on Twitter yesterday when I was tweeting with him. He will be in the first episode. I don't know what his role is going to be, but he did say he's going to be in the ninth episode.
Yeah.
Let's see. So we got that. Somebody told me that TV Guide or something said that Celine was going to be back this season, but for the life of me, I couldn't find that information. But it'll probably get posted sometime later today, and I'll do a video on that. So I'm curious, like, you know, with everything going on and Celine pops back up, I wonder exactly what kind of role she'll be playing. See. Yeah, because I did this live stream, you know, just now because I figured I need to go ahead and get this going, talk about what we do know and kind of recapping a few things, because I'm pretty sure I might need to take a quick nap before the episode comes on. I know a lot of people are probably at work right now, but still, I'm just pumped up. Like, I feel like I should take a nap, but I'm just so energized right now. And I know the Pains is coming on too, but soon as the haves and the have-nots, I want to do this live stream, then go to sleep, wake up on, well, tomorrow's Wednesday. I'll probably watch the Pains, you know, tomorrow afternoon and do some more videos, but man.
Crazy, isn't it?
Definitely. And then, of course, since we talked about both video clips, I've been seeing all over Instagram and Facebook that they're doing like a press tour of some of the characters from all the shows, you know, the If Loving You Is Wrong and Have and Have Nots, and Tinka Sumner and Angela Robinson are in that group. And I'm just like, all snap. People been tweeting me pictures like, bro, do you see this? I'm like, I see it now. We just don't know what it means. We see it, but we don't know what it means. Like she did the ABC Soaps article. But we don't know anything. We just know that Veronica's not going down without a fight. And then the firefighters and everybody's going to be trying to save her. That's all we know. That's all we know. But I did see on IMDb that Mitch is going to be in this first episode, as well as Rocky. I believe that's one of his brothers from the Malone group. So I'm assuming that Benny and Mitch are going to be together in this episode, which makes sense because if those two are going to be helping out at a horrible car wreck in episode 2, it makes sense that those two might meet up at a location, then drive out on the streets, of course, and then get to the scene of the wreck and try to help out. My bigger question is just a question here. I'm thinking, do they get? Well, then again, I don't think so. I find it curious that, you know, 2 civilians would rush into the scene of an accident when there's firefighters and everybody there. You would think that the firefighters would have it handled. I'm just curious about that. I never thought about that until just now.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, because I mean, like if you have the authorities and whatnot around, they wouldn't want anyone to get close to the scene that isn't wearing a badge or a helmet. So I'm just curious how that's going down, because they don't know that it's Melissa. Well, if I'm not mistaken, neither Benny nor Mitch has met Melissa, so they wouldn't know who it is. And I mean, somebody might say that it's Veronica Harrington, but I don't think that would be the situation. So I'm just wondering how that would go down. Will they get to the scene before the authorities do and help out in episode 2? Or will it get to the point where they just bum rush the scene anyway? Because as we said in another video, the authority in the haves and the have-nots isn't the best ones.
Yeah, and who knows? They could get, you know, that might be tonight's cliffhanger is when they get there.
Oh yeah, because the episode picking up at the wreck makes complete sense, but I don't think we're going to see too much of it. It's just going to be like a here and there kind of scene, because I think about the fact that you look at how much was done in the finale during the last 10 or 15 minutes that didn't involve anyone aside from Veronica, Justin, Melissa, and Jeffrey. So the events we see, such as, you know, like the Benny and Candace situation, we might see Hannah and Catherine. That might have been stuff that was going down when Veronica was going to the hospital, when she was driving back, And again, it's just it goes back to how this show is pretty much cut for time in various situations where we're watching a 40-minute episode, but maybe only 5 or 10 minutes happens in the entire thing because we're cutting to different characters.
Yeah, and about this season, don't you hope this season has faster pacing with it?
Bro, I've been praying about that since the finale, so one can only hope.
See, that's why I'm glad, because I watched your video when you were doing the spoilers, when you did the spoilers for the first 4 episodes.
Yep.
And in episode 3 of this season, that's when David finds out about Jeffrey. That's a good sign.
I agree. I just hope the rest of the, I guess you could say, storylines kind of move ahead. They don't have to be super fast, but I'm just glad the fact that he's learning about his son being in jail a heck of a lot faster than Candace learned about her son being dead.
Yeah, it was like 10 episodes after it happened?
Pretty much. I mean, like, I remember last year, The Flash season 3 was all about Barry Allen and Savitar. We didn't even know who Savitar was until like 2 episodes before the finale, and Candace didn't know her son was dead until less than a handful of episodes before the finale. I just can't even. So, aside from that, I'm more interested in episode 4 when Hannah tells a deep, dark secret. That's what I want to get to. I want to know.
That's Candace's father.
Me too. Man. I mean, I literally can't think of anything else aside from that. I'm literally just thinking to myself, what secret could Hannah hold that would be relevant? I would think it has to be a family-related secret.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Or who knows? It could be something about. It could be why Tony wanted to take Vinny off of life support.
That could be a reason too. Because I mean, given the fact that she lost her grandson. She saw how his mother, Candace, was acting, about losing her child. Maybe this will soften Hannah up to the fact that, you know what, maybe it's time you need to talk to your father or at least know the truth about Tony. I mean, who knows? But still, I'm just saying that there's just so much that she could be, so much tea she could be spilling that we don't know about. Just because, again...
And tell me again, where did you see that Celine was going to come back in the season?
I didn't see that myself. I know that somebody on Facebook told me that it was on the guide for the night. So I don't know if she meant TV guide. I checked the website, I didn't see it. Or she could have meant like, hey, I was checking the menu on my TV and I hit info and that's why I saw Celine. But she said this season, not tonight. But as soon as I get concrete information, best believe I'm doing a video on that. I've been looking for it I think I started looking around 1 o'clock, but then I just got back on my chores. And I'm just like, let me do whatever I can to not be in front of a computer, because I know as soon as this episode airs, I'm going to be sitting down in front of a computer. I'm going to live stream in front of a computer. Then I'm going to be working on videos in front of the computer. But if we know,
who knows how long the live stream tonight will be? It could go for 2 hours.
Yeah, especially if we got enough people watching, chatting, because I'm hoping it's going to be trending, given the fact that we know for a fact that Have and Have Not is going to be trending on Twitter. And then usually the Tuesday night, Wednesday, is when my blog used to blow up, is when YouTube used to blow up. And I'm just amazed because I was thinking back to when the show was on, my videos were easily clocking 10 to 20,000 hits within 48 hours. And I'm just like, all the video, I know, this is just an estimation. I might need to go back and check, but it would not surprise me if I've done close to 100 videos during the hiatus, just because of how much there has been to talk about, especially live streams.
Oh yeah, and I'll tell you this: I was looking at because it shows the numbers, and the Veronica's death been confirmed video. That's the next to the most popular video on this channel.
I know, right? The first one being, did Candace really love her son? I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing a second part of that video, as well as why does Erica hate Candace? Because those are very popular topics, and if we get the first few episodes that kind of flesh out their characters more, then I'll actually do a part 2, because those videos were very, very relevant because of the topics. Last season it was all about Quincy Jr.'s death. The end of last season and the beginning of this season, not to mention the hiatus we went through, was all about what's the fate of Veronica? I mean, the funny thing is the fact that Veronica was the #1 character discussed during the break. You know what? I mean, not a lot of people talked about Melissa just because Melissa to me was one of the few characters where if she died, I wouldn't be furious because as a character, I feel like she's run her course. Like there's not too much plot or storyline to, you know, stretch out from her aside from the grandchild thing. But if she died, then it would be like, oh snap, what is Veronica going to do next? Whereas, you know, if Veronica died, it would be the polar opposite. Oh, yeah. And if Veronica died, it would be the polar opposite of Melissa, where if Veronica died, there's so many untold stories and plot lines that she's linked to that haven't been fleshed out. But the bigger thing is, okay, what about all those puzzle pieces? How will the other characters deal with that death? So, yeah, those two are polar. I never thought of it that way. Yeah, it's like their deaths would be polar opposites in terms of what the effect would be on the entire series as a whole. Let's see. Yeah, there's only a handful of people watching, but that's okay because luckily this gets posted as soon as we finish because I'm thinking about what I want to eat tonight for dinner to, you know, do with something special. What I'm thinking is maybe a pizza and some hot wings, and I'll be tweeting and whatnot, but I don't even think I'll be focused on the food because I feel like there's going to be so many jaw-dropping moments I'm going to choke on something.
Yeah, you might want to be careful.
Yeah, I might just wait until Wednesday. You know what? Because the channel as a whole, I mean, we're about less than 400 people away from 15,000 subscribers, and we're about 170,000 views away from 3 million. If everything goes right, you know, just by estimation, I think by the end of this week, you know, with the episodes trending, not to mention I'll be doing videos on if loving you is wrong in the pains. It is possible my channel might hit those numbers. Then that'll be a time to celebrate.
Yeah, and you know, and who knows? By the season finale, we could have 20,000 subscribers.
Lord, I mean, who you telling? I remember back when the show was running a few months ago, I was clearing about 1,200 subscribers a week. But the fact that the channel now is almost double what it was then, there's just no telling how fast it's going to grow. But one can only hope, you know, just go and keep up with the videos and see what happens. But I do see Eric with a comment here. It's funny how Veronica's reasoning for being crazy is to help her family when she was the one tearing her own apart. Yeah, I think I mentioned that in the Does Veronica Love David and Jeffrey video. And it makes sense. It's just,
yeah, you did.
Yeah, she's just like Candace in a sense. Like, she could have everything she wanted, but if she doesn't have control, or if there's just one speck of dust on that near perfect painting, she would rather destroy the entire thing trying to get that one speck of dust than just moving on from it. And that's the worst part. She's literally creating her own problems. Just like Candace. Yeah, just like Candace. No wonder everybody wants to see those two team up.
Oh, yeah. I see. That's one of the reasons I don't want Veronica to die, because I want to see that team up.
Yeah, I hope Tyler Perry didn't just tease us with that and then just let it go, because I feel like well, this isn't always true, but for the most part, anytime he drops like a little Easter egg or a hint.
And something else, you know, War is no, War is dead. Do you think they'll mention him anymore?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because, you know, what more really for War is there to really talk about?
I mean, no, I can hear him being mentioned in passing, like, you know, especially when Candace goes over to the house that Erica and David are at, because we know in the trailer that she comes over and Erica opens the door. I'm pretty sure Warlock's going to be mentioned at that point. It's like, oh, well, I'm glad you walked away from that restaurant without, you know, a bruise. So I feel like Warlock will be mentioned, but probably not to the capacity of, you know, him being a major role. I mean, I feel like, let me see. Hang on. Let me think real quick. Warlock. if I'm not mistaken, like Benny and Hannah, they don't know that Warlock's dead. So I don't know. They might.
They don't know that yet.
Yeah, they
think he's out looking for it.
Yeah, they might find out. For all we know, Candace might tell Benny in that hotel room tonight. We don't know. I feel like that might come up.
That's a good point. They who knows?
Yeah, because I could see it now where she's talking about revenge against like Jim and David and all these other people, but then Benny will be like, "Well, Warlock should be the." Oh, jeez. Let's see. I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm excited because the episode's going to start off where it's like on the last season of the Haves and the Have-Nots, and we got to sit through like the first 2 or 3 minutes of that. I'm just like, yeah, okay, get to the good stuff.
Come on, we get it.
And not to mention the credits and episode preview, so we can chalk up about 4 to 6 minutes of this episode being a recap of last season and a preview of next week. So minus commercials, we might be in for at least maybe 39 minutes of content. Just spitballing here, no big deal. But if they make the most of those 39 to 42 minutes, I am satisfied.
And see, a lot of the times when I'm watching an episode, previews.
Because I know usually what they show us a brief preview in the credits, and then the very next commercial is, if you thought tonight's episode was sizzling hot, then just see what's in store for the rest of the season. Then they'll just show us like a reel of all these great clips, or focusing exactly on what's going to happen next week. And usually I got to wait for that to be posted online so I can get the pictures and everything together so I can do a full-fledged discussion, because I'm pretty sure we're in for it. We're in for one heck of a show.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm even.
Yeah, because I'm just briefly scrolling through social media just to see if there's any other new news right now. Because like I said before, this live stream, I think I got maybe one more video I'm going to post within the next couple hours here, just to give you a spoiler warning. I think the topic I'm going to name it is, will Tyler Perry pull one over on us tonight? Where it's like, we go into the episode thinking one thing, but it's not going to be what it is. Because that's been known to happen in the past. I think I even say in the video, like, I'm not saying it's going to be a bad episode. It's just like, I don't know how to feel about going into the episode, because I feel like I'm going to watch the episode, do the live stream, re-watch the episode, because see, when I watch the episode tonight, it's going to be like, nostalgia glasses. It's like, oh my God, we finally got the show back, but I'm going to be paying attention. I feel like I'm going to be overhyped, so I might miss something. Then I'm going to watch it again when I kind of calm down, let it settle in. And then I'm going to do an episode review video, because it's just, I feel like this episode is definitely going to be a milestone right here.
Are you there?
Oh yeah, I'm there. Can you hear me?
I lost. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, hang on a second. Let me reconnect my mic.
I can hear you now.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I keep getting a buffering sign here, but dang it. All right, so basically, I'm just saying that I don't know how to feel about tonight. Don't get me wrong, I'm hyped, but I know I'm going to have to watch the episode when it comes out.
Oh, I can hear you great now. I don't know what happened, but I can hear you great.
All right, well, like I said, I'm going to watch the episode tonight, but I'm going to be too hyped. I know I'm going to have to watch the episode again before I actually sit down and do an episode review video, because the live stream is pretty much, what an episode, here's what I saw, are you happy it's back, what about next week? And then, of course, probably tomorrow I'm going to sit down and do that full-fledged, okay, now that the hype is down for the past episode, let's talk about it, because next week we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, all I'm seeing on social media is just pictures. Yeah.
So I look forward to the previews at the end of the episodes, too, because I like to see what they give us in those.
Definitely. Especially because at the end of the episode, they give us stuff, and then we get like an extended teaser in the next commercial of it. And I think that OWN usually does what? They show the episode. Well, tonight's going to be slightly different. We're going to get the episode. a couple episodes of The Pains, if I'm not mistaken, and then we might get a rerun of the new Have and Have Not episode. So I'll probably be up a little while tonight, just watching.
The Pains comes on next Tuesday night.
TV Guide said it was coming on tonight, but I don't. Let me double check. Cause I know I was talking with my mom and some other fans.
For some reason.
Yeah, I actually saw it on Instagram just now, like, you know, a picture of Curtis Payne saying we return next week. But let me see. Let's see. TV Guide.
I got it in my mind the 16th for